This is the Masking Handbook for Audiometry. In this video, we'll look at asymmetrical hearing. When is masking required? Here we have normal hearing in the right ear and a mild hearing loss in the left. As you can see, we're using TDH-style supraoral headphones. We don't have to mask in this situation. The unmasked results from the left ear are fine as they are. Why is this the case? The decision is based on our IA values, our minimum possible intraoral attenuation values. Most situations will have higher attenuation than these min values, but we have to apply the min IA levels and assume the attenuation situation is a worst case scenario. Let's take a look at a different scenario. This time, a moderate hearing loss is present in the left ear. Are these left ear results now acceptable? Is masking necessary here? Am I certain I'm testing the left ear in this case? When we compare these new air conduction results to our min IA values, we see that all these air conduction thresholds exceed what we know to be the minimum possible attenuation. We're not thinking that these left ear results are absolutely false. The problem is that we can't say for sure that they're correct. It's possible for these tonal signals to have crossed to the opposite side, so I can't be sure that I'm testing the ear that I want to test in this situation. Therefore, masking will be necessary. So let's add some narrowband noise masking to the right ear and retest the left. And after masking the right ear, we see that the left ear thresholds did not change. They were accurate all along, but we have to be 100% sure before calling them a threshold. They were not acceptable without the masking, because it was possible that the right ear could have been hearing them. Let's take a look at a new case. Here's another subject with the same hearing. So again, we'll have to mask the right ear in this case before we can accept those left ear results. In this case, with masking in the right ear, the left air conduction results changed dramatically. In this second case, the original unmasked air conduction results were not accurate. The previous unmasked thresholds had crossed over to the right ear, where the right ear had heard them. In this case, we'd refer to the original left ear unmasked responses as shadow responses, or a shadow curve. Let's take a look at yet another new case. Here we see unmasked air conduction responses from the left ear that are even poorer than before. They're between 70 and 90 dB. We're looking at a severe hearing loss in that left side. Is masking necessary in this situation? The left ear's hearing thresholds at those levels are well above what we know the minimum possible attenuation to be for TDH headphones. So there's probably going to be crossover to the right side at that high intensity level, potentially a lot of crossover. We can estimate, however, what the maximum amount of crossover will be, or the maximum amount of potential crossover will be. We know that a certain amount of sound will definitely be attenuated via our min IA values. The most that can cross is highlighted by these glowing blue lines, which articulate the difference between the test level of each tone and the min IA value that we know is going to happen. When we transfer these maximum potential crossover values to the right ear, we see that the right ear would not be able to hear these cross signals. Look at the bone conduction thresholds. Even with those high levels of crossed sound, the right ear will remain unaffected. So we'll have crossover but not cross hearing in this case. We don't make masking decisions on crossover alone. We must also consider the hearing status, that is, the cochlear hearing status of the opposite non-test ear. In this case, there's a significant sensorineural hearing loss in the right ear. So even with a high level of potential crossover, the right ear won't be able to hear it. Therefore, masking is not necessary. On the left side, we know we're testing the ear that we want to test. This is the Masking Handbook for Audiometry. If you liked this video, you'll love the handbook. For more resources on masking and to learn how to purchase the book, check out maskinghandbook.com.